dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. La 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 la. Oh, it's a little too big. Darn it. Hey everybody. I have my new jewelry press, and I was trying to see if it would fit in the Big Bertha, but no deal. The jewelry press does not fit in the Big Bertha. But while we're waiting for people to pop on, let me put this away. This is where I have my Karen and Katie bag down here. I could talk a little bit about it. If you did not see this on HSN, this is a fun new tool from We Are Memory Makers. And what this allows you to do, which I know you won't be able to see that well, is you can create your own stamped jewelry. So my little bracelet says, I love cactus. So really a fun tool. If you may have picked it up on HSN. I was looking for ways to help you sort, store, organize, contain that, and it's a little bit too big. So I'm going to have to work on a solution for that, storing that machine. But a great tool a great Christmas gift for somebody because anybody can use it. It's so simple to work with, but a great way to custom make your own jewelry for Christmas too. So I'm totally loving it. I'm just giving everybody a minute here. Some of you know this weekend was a fundraiser where I live in Wickenburg called the Home and Garden Tour. And so we made these, my good friend Debbie, all day long, made them custom-made jewelry for people while they were on the tour as a fundraiser. So just as we're coming up on that season of giving and all the holiday bazaars and that type of thing, boy, all of your craftiness, lots of us have lots of extra supplies. So making things with all your extra stuff and then donating it to holiday bazaars or fundraisers, it's a great way to use up a lot of your supplies. Last year, my mother and I made gift tags and then donated them to fundraising, sales around for different stuff. And it was really fun. It was fun to do it with my mom and then to have something that we could donate and it could be sold at fundraisers was really, really fun. So, all right, my friends, I think we're ready to go. What are we looking at for eyeballs there, Susie?
They keep popping on. We're looking good.
Come on, eyeballs. Let's make sure that our girl Katie is on board here. Hey, Tiffany, I can see you and hear you. Hi, Katie. Okay, what's the big exciting news today? OMG, the most exciting news, the tool bags are here and they're available one place right now and one place only. And I know lots of you tuned in yesterday to Stephanie Bernard's launch, the Stamps of Life, because all of them sold out. So don't worry though. We have more in the warehouse. She just sold out of her initial order of them. You can go onto her website and we'll put some links up on the website in our feed to those things. Click the notify me button. And as soon as they're back in stock, which should just be a couple of days, the U.S. warehouse has agreed to ship them today. They just have to get to her warehouse in Utah, very short trip, and get checked in, and they'll be live again on the website. So you are going to see them live on her website. Now, I know some of you have not seen the toolboxes at all. Some of you have seen some of the things, but I'll just really quickly take you through the 3 sizes of them and some of the things that they're great for storing. So this is the 5x7, and it is going to work with our 5x7 tab divider pockets and magnets. Now, for those of you who are in Canada, all of these will be released at Paper Crafters Workshop in Canada online on tomorrow on the 8th. Ooh, Susie, I forgot to tell you about that. Did I tell you we're doing a live Paper Crafters Workshop tomorrow? No. Check your calendar. See if you can help.
What time?
I think it's at 4. I think it's 4, maybe 5 o'clock here because we changed. Well, we didn't change time. Everybody else changed time the other day, but I think 5. I'll remind me before then. Sorry, everybody. Well, housekeeping. So if you're in Canada, you'll be able to get them. But the U.S. release is on the Stamps of Life. So the 5x7 This is the one I think I showed also last week. Someone was asking me about storing their molds for resin. And so this is the one that I made. I just used the packaging from the resin molds to create file folders and keep those things together, right? So just the resin molds are one thing, but almost anything that you get, think about, is the packaging important to keep with the product? Lots of times, no. You just throw it away. But occasionally you're going to say, yeah, that's a good product. That's a good thing to keep with the product. It has instructions. In this case, it's a nice, almost plastic coated cardboard. So I'm able to use it to help organize things. So as you're getting new product or thinking about new products, unpacking new products from your HSN purchases last week, woo! Think about that. Can I use that for something? So these are the large paint bottles and the large paint tubes. This is the 5x7. These also fit if you have more. You need a little more space. These also fit in the 9x6. So those would also fit in that. And then one thing I hadn't thought about before, but seems to be quite a cute little tidy bundle. So these are just the the fat quarters in the 5x7. Now, I know as you all get these into your crafty workspaces, you're going to find all kinds of other uses for them. And I hope that you will get online, get on our Facebook group, or get organized with Totally Tiffany and share all of those ideas as well. So this is the 9x6. All of them have this big label pocket at the end, which makes it really nice and easy to label things. They all have the double zipper. But these are big, big punches, right? They're a little bit harder to store and a little bit harder to transport around. They fit really nicely into the 9x6. What else do I have here? 9x6. So, of course, 9x4. These are 9x4. Of course, I also have, now, on Stephanie's website, thestampsoflife.com, you're also going to be able to get the pockets and the magnets. So, the 9x4 size fits all your slimline items as well and works with the 9x4 pockets and magnets. And here's the last but not least in that size, right? So just a great way to kind of group those things together. But really, you've got that nice handle on the side and the big label pocket on the side, another handle. So really easy to get these in and out of your tote and keep everything zipped in really nice and tidy. So again, just filled with different types of adhesives. Of course, pop dots, glue dots, photo corners, even my little Xyron all fit in there really nice and easily. So that is the 9x4. This is the 9x6, which of course then is going to fit your 9x6 tab divider pocket and the 8x5 magnet. So a great way to put all those things together. I think this might also fit sewing patterns. I'm going to check that out right now. I thought about that. So if you need storage for sewing patterns, it's got a little bit of room in there. Wonder maybe if the 5x7 might actually be a good size for that. Looks like it's too big. Yeah, too big for the 5x7. A little bit loose in the 9x6, but little spacious in the 9x6. All right, so 9x6 tab divider pockets. I love this. I love this giant label so you can write in big font and you don't have to put on your glasses. Woo, woo. All right. Heat tools, right? So here we go. I've got just a variety of heat tools in here. Again, hot glue gun, my fuse tool, wood burner, right? So different types of tools. That is essentially what these bags were designed for. They're a little bit heavier duty, and that zipper, get your big tools organized and transportable. This is something that came up, the multi-cinch. When it first came out, I didn't really have anything that fit it well, but this is a big, heavy tool. I haven't even used all the pieces of it. But there is the multi-cinch. So you replace the cartridge in that to get different, whether you're using spiral bound or disc or the regular cinch thing. You get all these different cartridges that work with the machine, and all of them fit. And this bag can handle the weight of those. So those are the three toolboxes. They are all available. Well, they're going to show as out of stock on the Stamps of Life website. Go to the website. We'll get some links up. Click the notify me button. I think that Stephanie, the Stamps of Life is the only place in the U.S. that will have them through the 12th. They are not on our website, right? So but you'll be able to find them at the Stamps of Life, and then you will see them pop up at scrapbook.com, and Simon Says Stamp and some of your other Spellbinders is going to have them on their site as well. So you'll see all kinds of different things for that. All right. Do you have questions?
I got questions.
All right, Susie. Let's do some questions. Then I'll do the rest of my housekeeping.
Okay. Cheryl wants to know, I want to organize my Cricut cartridges, booklets, and overlays in your slimline pockets. Which toolbox would I need, and about how many will fit in it?
The 9x4 is the right size with the 9x4 pockets, and I will grab those right now, and we will see how many. You're probably going to get somewhere between 6 and 8. I only have in my possession 3, but we will look at the thickness of those 3 here. Pull them out of the slimline box. Some extra pockets there. So when I did this, in order to keep things even, I have booklet cartridge booklet, right? So I just went back and forth, and that kind of keeps things all the same, like thickness. It kind of standardizes that. I do have the overlays in the book, inside the book. I don't know if you necessarily need to do that, but that is how I have them. And I'm going to say, if you do it that way, you are going to get, well, I'm going to measure, actually. I'm going to do that crazy thing. What's in my pocket? Glasses. Because you might be able to get 3/6. So if this was flat loaded in there, should have done this already. Okay, so that is going to take up, 3 of them take up about 1.5 inches, and you've got 4 inches. So you are going to get 6, 7, 8, possibly 9 if you really packed them in there into one of the 9x4 bags. So, yeah, somewhere between 8 and 9 you'll be able to fit in to that. I'm trying to convince myself to kind of tidy up as I go, so I don't end up with quite so much of a mess at the end of a Tuesday Live. All right, what have you got next, Suze?
All right, next, Bonnie wants to know a question. Where do I find the videos and information that used to be on your website? The ones that discuss/show how to store different items.
Everything is on YouTube. So a search of the Totally Tiffany YouTube channel would bring those up. A lot of this stuff, when you go to the Crafters Companion website, you can also run a search for it. A lot of stuff is still there. There's a little box that will come up, and it has a weird black and white line drawing picture in it, and then it has the title of the video underneath. So sometimes you can find them that way, but probably the best way to find them is going to be on YouTube at this point, like the easiest way to find that information. You can always put up a request in the group as well. Get Organized with Totally Tiffany, the Facebook group. And a lot of people there still have the links or know how to find them. Barb, Terry, kind of the usual suspects there. And they would be really willing to help you find specific things. I would hope that eventually they will get all those videos loaded back onto the product pages. But I don't know. They've had a lot of challenges with the new website, so I don't know how far down the line it is.
A lot of the articles uploaded to the Facebook group.
Oh, yeah. And Barb says lots of articles are already uploaded to Facebook. All right. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. What you got?
Let's see.
Katie has some things over here, too. So.
Marshall says, I've asked this before, but I'm sorry I didn't see an answer. When will the scrap rack pages be available on Crafters Companion website?
I don't think they ever will. Go to scrapbook.com and get them. Hopefully you're in the US. I think Marshall Kamath, I'm pretty sure you're here. But I don't, all of the US stock, which is all the Scrap Rack products, are not on the Crafters Companion website. So the best place to get them is going to be to go to scrapbook.com and get them. And as long as we have them in stock in the US warehouse, they will have them at scrapbook.com. But I don't think you'll ever see Scrap Rack on the Crafters Companion website.
Okay. How many fat quarters will fit in the 5x7?
How many fat quarters in the 5x7? I think I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I have 22 in there. And it's pretty full. I could probably cram another. Oh, yeah.
25.
Yeah, I could cram another 3 in there. Sure. 25.
All right. Sue wants to know approximately how many of the flat punches fit in the 9x4 toolbox.
The flat punches, how many of those are going to fit? I am going to say you are going to get, I'm just shy of halfway right here, probably 7. Again, I do have a measuring tape. That would answer that question, wouldn't it? So the interior space of this is 10 inches, and these are about an inch a piece, a little more than an inch. What have we got? Yeah, about an inch and less than an inch and a half. So I've got 3 and 4 inches. So yeah, probably 7 or 8. If you're talking about, I'm assuming you're talking about these guys, the super flat ones, locked down. And I've got 6 punches in there. You want to go to overhead, Suze? I've got 6 punches in there right now, and you can see it's a little bit easier to see maybe. And I don't these are really big, so at least probably 8 you're going to get in there, right? Because these are huge. So yeah, but I like that they're so visual, and then they're easy to carry around. But it's kind of a perfect fit for those. All right, next.
Next is Wilma wants to know if she can buy the Scrap Rack in the Netherlands.
Scrapbook.com ships worldwide, so I would look on scrapbook.com. Also, there are a few Amazon sellers who we have commissioned, or not commissioned, allowed. For a while we didn't allow Amazon sellers to carry Scrap Rack or Totally Tiffany products, but there are a few now that are. So I would also look on your Amazon, your local Amazon, because I know there's some distribution being set up worldwide. Whether or not they have it now, I don't know, but I do know that scrapbook.com ships worldwide. So,
all right. Corinne is asking, are those zipper bags bigger, wider than Kirsten?
No, they are not. All of them, I believe, are 4 inches deep. Kirsten is bigger. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're 4 inches, and Kirsten is probably 6, I think. Yeah, so they're 4. Kirsten is 6. We need a lot more in Kirsten. Difference being sizes, the 9x6 and the Kirsten both work with the 9x6. I think the difference is just being able to zip things in. So more for kind of being able to manhandle them as you're, loading them, unloading them, or where you have to store them, or how you have to stack them, or that type of thing, along with the great big pocket on the side for label. Now you could easily just slip a piece of paper in the side of the Kirsten and have a big label on that too, though. So.
All right.
I got one right here from comment. Thanks for all the great ideas, says Christina. Question: when is the Crafters Companion going to carry the toolboxes? Don't know. They are US held stock, which means they probably will never be on the Crafters Companion website. If you are in the UK, you could email customer service and ask them to bring in the toolboxes or set. But again, scrapbook.com will have them, and they ship worldwide. So it's kind of a weird thing.
All right. Serenity says, hey, Tiffany, do you have anything to store the new Cricut Joy Extra?
I don't know what that is. The extra. Barb Carlson, what's the Cricut Joy Extra? I don't know what that is. Is it extra long or extra? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me more. Tell me more. Someone tell me more.
Don wants to know what is the best storage for Tim Holtz ink collection and Catherine Pooler ink collection.
Okay, great question. Because I don't know this about the Chastity bag, but I do know it about the Stephanie bag. The Stephanie Buddy bag is great for Catherine Pooler. They're the oval inks, same as the Spectrum Noir. So you're going to get up 24 inks. You can get up to 28 if you don't, but you don't. It's harder to pull them out of the little boxes. So the Stephanie Buddy bag, the boxes go in facing the clear side of the bag, so you can see all the inks. They have a little finger hole in the top, so it makes it easy to pull what you need in and out of the bag, right? So you can see if you put them in with the front of the boxes facing this way, you would lose the top ink colors. So the Stephanie Buddy bag is great for that. And then the Chastity Buddy bag, where are they? I know there's, oh, here we go. Chastity. So Chastity is the perfect buddy bag for the Tim Holtz inks. Now you can see the labels on here, and I have labels for these as well. They come in the Chastity Buddy bag or in the Stephanie Buddy bag. So you're going to get 30 of the paper sticker labels so that you can ink up that label and stick it onto the front of your ink so you really know what color it is. Some people ink them up and then they take a Sharpie and actually write the name of the ink as well. So it's easy to really identify what, not only what color that is, but what the name is. So if you're following some sort of instructions where it says, peacock, then you know that which one of these is peacock and which is swimming pool and which is, I don't know what the other ones are, broken porcelain or something. So Tim Holtz, Chastity, almost all the other ink pads, oval, rectangle, oblong, are going to go in the Stephanie bag. And here's why I got excited when you asked that question. Today and this week, but I wouldn't hesitate because I know there's not a huge number left. The Stephanie Buddy bag's like $5.99 on the Crafters Companion website. So if you go in, they're having something called an outlet sale right now. So if you go in and look for the products that you want on the Crafters Companion website, and this sale in total transparency, I think goes through Sunday of this week. It started on Wednesday though. So if there's something that you want that's outlet sale priced, don't hesitate to get it because we will. I think there was only like 126 Stephanie Buddy bags left, which I assume will be gone by the end of the week. And then they'll be out of stock for 3 months. So don't miss out on that great deal. There's all kinds. The Karen Buddy bags, $5.99 also, I think, maybe even $4.99. I looked at quickly. Yeah, Karen's $4.99. The 12 by 12 paper handler is like $6. So a lot of this stuff is like half price or 40% off in this outlet sale. So it's not across the board, but there's a lot of Totally Tiffany products that are part of the outlet sale. One of the other things, the 6x6 little pop-up cube, the black one that you love for a little trash can. Now it will hold some 6x6 paper. It won't hold the 6x6 tab divider pockets. It's too skinny for that. It was designed as that little trash can, little flat, fold flat, pop up on your desktop scrap can. So don't miss that. That's part of the Clip in Store collection. I think that's some of the Clip in Store, I think, is like 60% off. So definitely you don't want to miss, some just great, regular, always in stock core items. So it's not like a clearance sale. It's not stuff that we're going to be getting rid of and it's not going to come back. It's just some crazy outlet sale. So don't miss it. And that's on the Crafters Companion US website. It's probably on the UK website too. The prices are probably really great on the UK website as well. But,
all right. Linda wants to know, what is the closest bag to the original Laura? I have the Nancy bag, but it is too big. Would love to have Laura come back.
I am working on a new Laura. Funny that you said that. I just presented it to our new product development team this morning, and it's got some cool features to it. And I am working on that for one of the big retailers who asked if I could make some modifications to it, kind of give it some updates, and then present it to them again. So I will keep you in the loop on that. But it's something that's funny that came up today. You can't even see it. I took it down because people ask me about it so often. So yeah, it could be coming soon, hopefully. I mean, at least the sample. When I get the sample from the factory is getting my video and checklist today of the changes to it. And so when I get the sample back, then I will be sneak peeking it to everybody here on Tuesday Tribe.
How many Distress ink pads fit in the chastity bag?
24. I know that one.
Wow, that's impressive.
Boom. I think you could get 28 again, but so you could fit one more in there in the top there. You got a little extra gap. It's just hard to get them out then, right? So 24 comfortably, 28 if you don't care that it's a little harder to get them out of the bag.
Jane wants to know what's the best container to use for metal dies and how to organize them.
Metal dies. It depends on how you move around in your crafting world. I love the Die Stamp and Supply Organizer, which is this guy. So all of my dies and stamps are organized in these pockets with there's a magnet and a pocket. There's a couple of different sizes of pockets. If you're new to TT, there's they come in all the sizes, 4x6, 5x7, 8x8, 6x6, 8.4.5 by 11, 8.5, 11 by 8.5, 12 by 12, 8 by 8. We have all the pockets. Best for dies, 5x7 or the 9x6. And then I catalog them. I use a numbering system. I'm sure Barb has links up to some of the videos and the worksheets and the printable blog on how I do it with numbers. And if you read up on those things, you'll understand why I think it's better to catalog using numbers and put things together using numbers than I think it's better than it is to organize by theme, right? Now, depend on how many you have, how many you think you're going to have, that's going to make a difference as well. But I love the Die Stamp and Supply organizers with pockets because of the way that I craft. I'm always here. I'm always in the studio. I'm not going to events. I'm not moving around with things. If I was going to move around with those things, I would grab one of my toolboxes and grab those pockets and throw them into a toolbox. And when I come home, I would put them back on the shelf, put them back in order. But top most popular organizers are then going to be the 5x7 pockets and magnets, either in the 5x7 fab file, or now you could put it in the 5x7 toolbox. So this is a fab file if you're new, and the 5x7 pockets fit in here. Or the Karen Buddy bag holds 5x7s. And Karen and Kirsten are probably the two most popular buddy bags for die and stamp. I think that's, yeah. So this is Karen. Now, I think I told y'all last week that Spellbinders is picking up the Totally Tiffany line. So you're going to be able to, if you like to shop at Spellbinders, you're going to be able to find our products there as well. So these are a lot of Spellbinders projects, some for their foil press. They call it something else. But foil, hot stamp things, red rubber stamps, all of those things perfectly in the Karen and 5x7, or the Kirsten, which is bigger, and so she holds the 9x6. So depending on what types of dies and stamps you have and how you want to group them together or not, I would recommend 9x6 and 5x7 pockets, magnets, and then a storage tool that works for you, for the way you craft.
All right. Terry is asking, do you have any of the metal connectors for the scrap rack wings available?
No. Blast from the past. We haven't made those for years and years. So she's asking, you can link your scrap racks together. There's the wing slot. So if you put two scrap racks together, you move the wings to the outside. That leaves the wing slots in the middle, and that's where you connect those two base units together. We used to make a metal insert that fit in there. We switched over to Velcro probably, 15 years ago. But so Velcro wrap, or zip ties. So if you're not cutting them apart, mine are actually held together with the zip ties because I'm not cutting them apart. So they're just I just put 3 or 4 zip ties through those slots in each where there's linked. So I have 2 links in them. So zip ties work great, but we don't make the metal anymore.
All right. Shar wants to know, is there a way to tell if an Amazon seller is an authorized by Totally Tiffany?
You can't buy our stuff to retail it if you don't have some authorization. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty. If you're buying something, we're not a big enough deal for somebody in some manufacturer to be knocking off our products. So any product that you're buying is, I mean, I've never heard of that anyway, but I would say the odds are very good that you're actually getting a Totally Tiffany product from an Amazon seller. So.
Nora wants to know, where can I find the chastity bag?
Chastity bag, scrapbook.com, probably the Stamps of Life. If you probably Google search it, depending on where you like to shop. But it's probably on sale today on crafterscompanion.com. I don't know that, but so I'm going to share this because Katie put it up. So it says, testimony, not a question, but wanted to share. I recently had surgery that prevented me from using stairs to my craft room for 6 weeks, but I still wanted to craft. I set up a card table and used my craft and carry workstation, lowest bag and trash can. Last year, I did the GOC and have everything in many buddy bags, 5 scrap racks, paper taker, slide stash, and store, etc. I was actually able to give specifics to my husband so he could bring me things. Yay! No scavenger hunt required. Just wanted to share how great this has been and encourage everyone to get organized using your fantastic products. Even he, her husband, was impressed. It was super easy yesterday to put everything away. Pretty exciting. Karen Benson. Thank you, Karen, for sharing your story. And thank your husband for being a good egg and moving all those things around for you. But I'm so glad that you did the Get Organized Challenge. And you probably did it with Barb last year because she has been on the challenge. So another shout out to Barb Carlson for doing that. And thank you for taking it. And I'm so glad that I made your crafting life easier as you are recovering. So, okay. Love the toolboxes and thinking of all the things I could put in them. I love them too. Even my husband has been in here trying to steal them. Wait till I tell you about my husband's next adventure. He's so crazy. Okay. I ordered 28 items from the outlet sale. The outlet sale is amazing. I mean, when I logged in this morning and I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, these are great prices. So don't miss that if you need anything. Lori Inkle, when will the slide stash in store be available? The 10-inch, it's on order. Fingers crossed. I think, I don't know if I've shared this. I think I have, though. I will be gone in January and February of 2024. My mother and I are going to Australia for 2 months. So there won't be any Tuesday lives. I don't think. I might try to do just a fun Tuesday live. Here's where we are and here's what we're doing kind of thing. But there won't be any crafty Tuesday lives going on for those 2 months. So I suspect that they will come in and be available while I'm gone. So just keep your eyes and ears open in January and February, and hopefully you'll see them pop up then. Question. Would you consider making bigger sizes of magnets and pockets for bigger die and stamp sets? Love the 8x5, but need bigger as well. I, my friend, will consider anything. Larger die pockets. We could do just a magnet that would fit in the 8.5 by 11, but I think one of the challenges is when you get that big, well, if you're putting a great big die on it, like I know I have some envelope dies and stuff that are pretty big. I think they're back. Yeah. So this is a goodie box die. Here's the outline for it, right? And so this is the 8.5 by 11 pocket. This is not a magnet. This is the, like it came on this packaging and it still has like this sticky tape on the packaging. So when I pulled it off, well, this one pulled the tape all the way off, darn it. But you can use something like this the packaging for it, and maybe even put new sticky tape underneath it if you wanted to do that. But yeah, I don't know. A magnetic sheet that was 8.5 by 11 would be really heavy. I don't know. It's worth looking into. However, if you do have big, well, and these out the outline piece is the big piece, but I could, maybe I did. It's down here. Oh, you could take the smaller pieces off. So this is a really cool box that all folds together. I could take the smaller pieces off, put them on an 8x5 magnet, and then put the big frame pieces. You can see I was talking about keeping your instructions. There they are, my friends. And then put the big frame pieces in just kind of as they are. So a little bit of a workaround on that, but I will definitely look at that and look at the bigger magnet option as well. All right, Suze, what have you got?
Okay, let's see. Not sure I missed this, but are there any idea when the warehouse might be attached to website?
Oh, when will the U.S. warehouse be attached to the website? You know, I don't know. I don't know that that will ever be a thing. I would really strong, if you're in the U.S., the stampsoflife.com and scrapbook.com. So Stamps of Life is going to carry anything that's nice and easy and flat packed, right? But if you Google search whatever product you're looking for, it will come up with the websites that carry it. Simon Said Stamps has got it. And like I said, Spellbinders is bringing in a whole bunch of easy to organize TT products as well. So what our hope is that if you are on Spellbinders or Simon Says Stamps or scrapbook.com and you're buying paper and you think, oh, I need another paper handler, that website can provide that for you so that you don't have to go to multiple places to buy things, that when you realize, oh, I need this particular thing, that you can, in fact, get it on that site. So more and more of your favorite crafting websites are going to carry TT stuff so that you can kind of one-stop shop on that. However, we will still make you aware of this, like the big sale that's going on Crafter's Companion today. Also, and that's through Sunday, I believe. So full transparency, you don't have to do it today. But those of you who know, when we have a sale like this, things sell out quickly. So if there's something you want and it's on sale, the price isn't going to drop between now and Sunday. Get it at this great price before it's sold out. And then I will also, just kind of as a heads up, there's, of course, Black Friday is right around the corner. My understanding for Black Friday is that it's going to be a percentage off across the website. Crafter's Companion usually does a whole week of Black Friday. It is not going to be as much off as the outlet sale. So don't wait and think that you're going to get a better deal on Black Friday than you're getting today, because it's not going to be as good a deal as the outlet sale. The outlet sale prices are ridiculous. Like, I almost think that somebody made a mistake. Yeah, I almost think like they grouped things by categories and that they just did a flat, I don't know. I think it's a mistake. So don't mess around. I mean, come on, 12 by 12 paper handler. I think what I've written down, $5.70. That's almost half price on that. I mean, that is one of our best selling day in, day out items. I don't know why we would put it on sale for that cheap. So get them while they're hot, my friends. It's an awesome deal. Yeah, before they realize.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Kim says, on the chastity bag, how can we get a replacement for the one that was defective? I've emailed Crafter's Companion customer service 3 times with no response.
There are no replacements in the warehouse yet. When those arrive in the warehouse, I will announce it here on Tuesday Live. So stay tuned into Tuesday Live. I'll ask Katie King, she's probably furiously scribbling down things, to make sure that lots of social media posts go out about getting those replacements too. So if you have a chastity that the bag flap is too small to close, that's, I think, is the problem, if I remember correctly. When the new bags arrive, you will be able to get that replacement bag for the chastity. So yes, keep that we will as soon as they're here. But I will follow up with Lister and ask about when that's going to be a thing.
All right, Cindy wants to know, do you have a scrapbook you prefer, the brand and or size?
I loved, I do, everything's 12 by 12 that I have. I loved, not everything. I started out with Creative Memories, doing the 8.5 by 11 and then moved to the 12 by 12. But now it's almost all 12 by 12, unless I'm doing some little gifty kind of book, and then it might be smaller. But I just I liked Pioneer, but then all the big box stores started doing their own that were the same. So I don't really have a preference. I think everything is top loading now. Crafters, Creative Memories used to do those side loading. Oh, there's Max. Stop. Oh, hi, Max. You're on Tuesday Live. Do you want to say hi to everybody? All right, I'll call you later. Bye. Max used to be the cameraman on Tuesday Live. He knows. I don't know. It's almost every Tuesday, though, that either London or Max calls. Yeah. They have both worked for me on Tuesdays, and they know what's going on, but it is kind of fun to embarrass them a little bit. You already said, I don't know. Don't answer the phone then, Mom. So what was I talking about? I was talking about someone refresh our memory. Before Max called. Is this an age thing? I don't know.
The bag.
The chastity. We talked about the chastity bag, yeah. So I don't know.
All right. Well, let's move on. Will the Slide Stash and Store in all sizes be coming back to the Crafters Companion website?
No idea. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is there. I know maybe you're in the UK or somewhere else. So I know that scrapbook.com carries the whole line. I think that Stephanie does. Again, yeah, they have so many things going on across the pond, kind of figuring out the new website, that if they're, I wonder, are there any on the sale today? The Crafters Companion website sale of Slide Stash and Store, because they may have, if they've got any in stock, they may have a great deal on them today. So if you're stocking up on those, and again, if you are new and you don't know what we're talking about, these are Slide Stash and Store. They're a great place to store any kind of tools, paint, glitter, glue, all of that stuff. They just slide on and off your shelf. Fabrics, supplies, all those kind of things. These are 13 inches. They're gonna come in a 10-inch size, hopefully sooner than later now.
Sold out.
They're sold out on the website, our website.
And they're the smaller one.
So yeah, I don't know if there's 6 sizes of them. Big Bertha is this one here. They work awesome under your kitchen sink for all your chemicals, under your bathroom sink for all that kind of stuff. They work in the garage, but one of my favorite things, I think I put up some pictures, which one of you suggested, was they are in my freezer, right? So whether you have a freezer that opens this way, right? Or you've got what I have, the pull-out drawer. Now, I didn't think they would work because I have the drawer. I thought, oh, they're not going to fit in there. It's not going to work for me. They're better on a shelf like this, right? So you just stand up your hamburger or your broccoli or your frozen pizzas. So instead of stacking, they're vertical. You just pull that Slide Stash and Store out, get whatever you need, and slide it back in. They work awesome in my drawer. So when I open the big drawer, I've got a couple different sizes in there. One is whatever frozen pizza. That's what my husband eats when I'm at home. One is frozen vegetables. One is chicken. And I just bring it home and stand it up in there, and it freezes, and then it's all vertical, and it works. One is ice cream. My husband's an ice cream dude. So they are awesome in your freezer, right? Yeah. He's like, there's nothing wrong with being an ice cream dude. I like it. So, yeah, if they're on the sale today, you should pick them up for sure, but I'm sure they have them. Susie's saying, no, they're out of stock. So, yeah, she's not home. So let's see what we've got here. 10-inch Slide Stash and Store. Lori's asking, hopefully it'll be January or February. Question.
Diana wants to know, when's the next craft room makeover?
When's the next craft room makeover? I don't know. I've been trying to convince Crafters Companion, let me do a craft room makeover. But I will tell you this. I just was with my sister, which some of you know this, in Oklahoma. We did a little sisters weekend trip on my way to Florida. She is building herself. This is why she's not coming to Australia with my mom and I. She chose to spend her money on something else. She is building a 30 by 30 craft room on their property in Texas. So maybe when she gets that done, we will at least get to go out there and tour her 30 by 30 craft room. So that could be our next craft room makeover. I did show everybody last week. My studio here is very clean and tidy, or was very clean and tidy for the home tour last week. So we did get a little, if you didn't see last week's Tuesday Live, there's a little preview of what my studio looks like when it's all cleaned up and there are no projects going on, right? So usually I have project over here, project over there, project at the back, but all tidy for that.
Barb says she might be moving next year, so you can help get her all.
Okay, if Barb's moving next year, I'm headed to her place to help her get reorganized in her new place. On it.
All right.
On it. Okay.
Can you please explain to your very loyal customers why we can no longer get TT products directly? I understand that scrapbook.com, and then in parentheses, very expensive shipping, and other sources carry TT, but why do we have to go through a middleman? Are you disassociated from Crafters Companion?
I am not disassociated from Crafters Companion. Crafters Companion has chosen to discontinue, for lack of a better word, I guess, the Totally Tiffany website. They just decided that it would be better to have all of the Totally Tiffany / easy to organize products just on one website rather than operating 2 websites. You can feel free to email customer service and let them know how you feel about that. It's a tough question. I think one of the nice things about doing Tuesday Live is that I still get to be here helping all of you and answering your questions. And I certainly know and understand that it would be much easier for you as a customer base to go to the Totally Tiffany website and have all the pictures and all the description and the printables and the videos all with each product or within each product group page, and really being able to understand how they work and the thought process behind how they were being designed. I think one of the benefits to the brand is that you could get that information. So, people would say, why do you make this in 12 by 12 and this in 12 by 12? They do the same thing. Well, then you could pop on there and watch the video that said, here's the reason we make 4 different 12 by 12 storage items. And it kind of helps you as the end user through the process of, oh, okay, I was thinking that the 12 by 12 paper handler is what I should be using. But now after watching the video, I understand the process behind the paper taker or the paper junkie storage boxes. And I think those would be better for me. So, it's just, they just decided to do that. And then the U.S. carries everything in the U.S. warehouse, but the new Crafters Companion website won't talk to the U.S. warehouse inventory right now. It may down the line, but right now it doesn't, which means that the only people that carry everything in the US is scrapbook.com. And I know their shipping is a little bit more expensive, but they also we give them a better price. So all the TT stuff is 10% off retail all the time there. And then they occasionally do some other things. And if you are part of Stephanie's club, then you get special pricing on her website too. So there are some things that sort of maybe help reconcile the difference. So yeah, I hear your frustration, and it has not fallen on deaf ears. I have voiced your opinions, but if you voice your opinions to the customer service at crafterscompanion.com or even on Facebook, I know they do, kind of watch the social media, but it's more it will be more impactful if you let them know.
Remind everybody to comment.
Oh, Susie's saying, hey, we give away a gift certificate every week. The way you get entered into the gift certificate is to comment or ask a question. So she's probably also telling me that it's almost wrap-up time, which she is right about. So if you haven't commented, now is the time, because Katie will be drawing a winner from all the names that pop up in the feed today. So you want to make sure that you do that as well. Let me look here and make sure I've gotten all the questions. Katie is saying the whole Slide Stash and Store collection currently is available and in stock at scrapbook.com. Did I get everything that's on here from Katie's feed? Between Katie and Susie, they've got almost all the questions, I think, handled. It's nice to have two people watching both of those feeds.
Right. It goes fast.
Right, it goes really fast, especially, I know I always give Susie a hard time when she travels. She travels a lot with her mom, which is very, very nice, but then I get to give her a hard time when she's here.
Yeah.
So
the year is going to be tough.
That's right. Yeah. She's leaving. We're kind of chasing each other around the globe this year, the beginning of the year. Okay. So quick recap, things that, especially if you tuned in late, let me make sure I didn't. So the outlet sale, if my notes are correct, started last Wednesday and goes through Sunday. Outlet sale, crafterscompanion.com. I know you have to search around. It's hard to find things. There is if you go to craft storage, there is a Totally Tiffany. You can click on it, and then it looks like it only brings up like 12 or 16 products. But if you go to the very bottom, there's a thing that says load more, and it will load more Totally Tiffany products, easy to organize products. So you can see them all in that feed, and you'll be able to see all the different things that are available through the outlet sale today. And like I said, I think it started last Wednesday and goes through Sunday. It says Wednesday with an arrow, so I think that's what that means. On the Tuesday, the 28th, that is going to be a $10 Tuesday. So mark your calendars. If you've been around for a while, when $10 Tuesday happens, you want to get on board bright and early, because a lot of this stuff on $10 Tuesday sells out very quickly. Usually there are great deals. So if you're not on the Crafters Companion email list, you definitely want to go to the Crafters Companion and sign up on the email list so that you can take advantage of that. Of course, we have Black Friday week at the end of the month, and I believe that's going to be the 20th through the 28th. Again, Black Friday week, things don't change. It's going to be the same thing all the way through. So if there's something you want on Monday, don't hesitate to get it, because things could be sold out by the end of the week. There will be a Cyber Monday deal also. I don't know what that is just yet, though. Okay, outlet sale. The Stephanie Buddy Bag's $5. Even if you don't need that right now, get it, because you will eventually need it. That is a smoky deal. It's great for paints too. So if you don't have ink, it works really, really well for paint. So this is the Stephanie, right, with paint bottles in it. So it's a great way to transport your paint around. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that you can do with it besides ink pads. So definitely, if that's something that you want, don't miss out on that. And a happy Veterans Day to all of you who have served, and maybe your family members who have served. So that's coming up this week. So wishing all of you a happy Veterans Day, and thanking you for your service, right? I also come from a military family, so that is all wonderful stuff. Okay, I started that I was going to tell a story about something. Was it about my sister going to Oklahoma City, which we had a great time in Oklahoma City? Well, that's what I get. My little brain just kind of wanders off sometimes. Okay, so if you weren't here in the beginning, Toolboxes launched on the Stamps of Life website. She was the stampsoflife.com. Only place you're going to be able to get them through the 12th. They sold out in just, I think, 2 hours. She's got a new shipment on the way. So if you want the new toolboxes, there's a 5x7 version, there is a 9x4 version, and there is a 9x6. I got them all. And there is a 9x6 version, and they work for all kinds of things, but the 9x6, the 5x7, and 9x4 also work with those tab divider pockets and magnets. So die and stamp storage, they work for that as well. But go to the Stamps of Life, click the Notify Me tab on the toolbox size that you want. And then as soon as they're back in stock.
you're going to talk about Park's New Adventure.
Oh, Park's New Adventure. Yeah. Okay, Park's New Adventure. That was it. So if you missed that, all 3 new toolboxes through the 12th, you will only be able to buy them at thestampsoflife.com. Great new product. Love them. Super excited. Everybody's excited about them. This is what I got to. Park has even been in here searching around for them. So for those of you who follow, my husband's name is Park, P-A-R-K, Kitchings, K-I-T-C-H-I-N-G-S. Lots of you follow him on Instagram. He's not doing anything professional there, but he is a wildlife photographer for Joy. And he has amazing pictures. Even if you don't like animal pictures, they're still amazing. I think Susie will be the first one to tell you she doesn't hunt, camp, fish, hike, not an outdoor girl, still.
Hunt, camp, and fish.
Hunt, camp. Oh, it's hunt.
Yeah.
Hunt, camp, and fish.
Those
Those words. But hiking,
don't
yes.
use the C word of my house.
But even she will say to you, amazing, just really beautiful, fun pictures. So he got hacked. So if you were following him and there were somebody's putting up these financial posts that he made $13 million in Bitcoin, he bought a new Range Rover, that is all hacked. And those of you who follow him, no, it's not. He does have it new. He has restarted both Instagram and Facebook. The picture of him is him sitting with the dog, and the dog's asleep with his head hanging over. So that's how you'll know it's the new one. There aren't a bunch of pictures up there yet. He is working hard. He lost all his pictures, all the stories. Every picture had a story. It was heartbreaking. Okay, so for those of you who are following, look for his new Instagram. Or Facebook, whatever. Okay, so the story. What's Park doing? I'm going to give the winner, because if you don't want to listen to what Park's doing, but you want to know who the winner is. This week's giveaway winner, Kathy Planter. Congratulations, Kathy. You just need to email prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com, prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com, and they will load $25 into your Club Inspire account. So if you are not Club Inspire, please join Club Inspire and then email Crafters Companion, prizes at crafterscompanion.com, and they will get you set up. So congratulations to you. Okay, Park, what is he doing next summer? He has bought a pontoon boat with a mini house on it that he is fixing up, and he is going to drive that, I don't know what the right word is, from our home in Arizona all the way up to Minneapolis next summer, load it into the Mississippi River, and travel all the way down to the bottom. So it should be, yes, ma'am.
How is he getting his truck from Minneapolis down to the bottom?
Well, that's something I might be asking some of you to help with. It's funny that you said that. I think he needs to hire somebody to drive it from Minneapolis.
It's not going to be you.
Down. Oh, no, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be me. So if you live somewhere along that route, or you maybe have a family member, if one of our boys was close by there, it would be their job to fly to Minneapolis, pick up the truck, and drive it down. I don't know. Maybe I could still ask them to do that, especially London. He's a good road trip guy. Anyway, so that will be really fun to watch. But yeah, we've been making fun of him since he decided to do this. And we're singing that song, on the pontoon, making waves and catching rays up on the roof. That's what we've been singing to him since he decided to do it. But it should be a fun follow. He's such a nut, but he has a really good time and really fun and beautiful, beautiful pictures. So, all right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Thanks for listening to my goofy stories. Get your toolboxes at thestampsoflife.com. Get everything else that you need at the outlet sale, Smoking Deals on crafterscompanion.com. And I will see all of you next Tuesday.